So I'm going to talk about frequency tables, line plots, and histograms. I know that sounds like, whoa, why are we doing three things at once in one video? But don't worry, they're all kind of related, and you'll see how in just a second. So let's pretend I rolled a dice 20 times, and these are my results. So I rolled the number 1 3 times, the number 2 2 times, the number 3 4 times, the number 4 3 times, the number 5 6 times, and the number 6 2 times. All right, makes sense, right? Good. What I just made there is called a frequency table, because as you can see, there is the information that I'm trying to find, which is the number that was rolled. This tally mark shows how many times that it happened. Here's the frequency, meaning it occurred 3, 2, 4, etc. So a frequency table basically lists the data and the number of times it occurs. So now what I'm going to do with that frequency table is I'm going to take the information and put it into a line plot. A line plot's a pretty simple idea. As you can see, it looks a lot like a number line. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a number line. That's our line plot. Okay. What you're going to do is put an X for every time that data occurred. So in this case, that's our numbers on the dice. So I'm going to say that for the number 1, it occurred 3 times. So I'm going to put 3 X's. All right. Then I look at the number 2. It occurred how many times? Dos. The number 3 occurred 4 times. All right. The number 4 occurred tres. Number 5, I hope I have space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. And 6 occurred twice. So there you go. That is a line plot. So now we're going to do a histogram. To set up a histogram, we still need to make that frequency table. So let's talk about this example right here. What I did was I picked cell phone usage and how long the battery life would last. So you can tell that someone who uses their phone super ton crazy, they last 9 to 12 hours, and then people who use it really very little, it lasts 21 to 24 hours, depending on how much usage and all that. So let's say that you tallied that up, the different cell phone battery lives, and now you've made this frequency table. So for 9 to 12 hours, that's 6 people. 13 to 16 hours was 3 people. 17 to 20 hours was 1 person. And 21 to 24 hours was, there were 2 people. A couple of important things to remember about a histogram is that they are graphs where your data is grouped into intervals. The intervals should be equal size and not overlap. And each bar's height shows the frequency of the data. So let's go ahead and try to make our graph for this histogram. So we can see that for our 9 to 12 hours, the frequency was 6. So we'd make a line right at 6, go across and down. Okay. Then we look at 13 to 16 hours, and there were 3 people. So that's in between 2 and 4, so we'd say it's about right here, come across like that. Then we have our 17 to 20 hours, which was 1 person, so that's pretty low. I'd say it's about here. And of course, you try to be a little better if you can make this line spacing better. But 21 to 24 hours, there were 2 people, so I would say that's about here. And you get the idea. And so this has now made a histogram of our frequency table. As you can see, like I said, they don't overlap, and they should be equal size, as best as possible.